What is up, you guys? I hope everybody had an amazing Thanksgiving weekend. I know I did. I had plates and plates and plates of food because that's what I typically do on Thanksgiving. I had turkey and multiple different sides, and overall, it was a great day spending it with my family, and I hope everybody else had a great day as well. Before we get into the subject of today's video, I figured I'd just highlight a little bit of what I did today. So, in my hometown, there is a coffee shop that has a couple of chain locations, but they had opened up this location in my hometown today. It was like a soft opening, and they released a bunch of holiday drinks. So, the drink of choice that I got was the caramel mocha, which actually one of my friends, he is a barista at that location, so he hooked me up. Um, it was actually really good, and there's such a perfect balance of the caramel and the mocha. So, you know, at the end of the day, I want a little bit of caramel, I want a little bit of mocha, but if it's overpowering one or the other, then that's where the drink kind of goes awry. But um, this was a perfect drink, so I enjoyed it. It's already gone. And yeah, so the subject of today's video is something a little different from what I have previously uploaded on my channel. Previously, I have uploaded, more travel stuff and more story time stuff, so I figured I'd just change it up a little bit. My friend Janice is visiting here from the Philippines on a work trip. So she's going to be here probably about a couple months or so. And we had a quick little conversation before she had come to visit. And I had mentioned that I haven't really had any Filipino snacks or treats or whatever. So I was like, if you can bring over some of Philippines' staple snacks, I would totally appreciate it because I'm always down to learn about different cultures and new things. In the past, I've had ube cake, I've had adobo, I've had Jollibee. One of my really good friends, she's part Filipino, and we have embraced her culture by her making different snacks and going to different Filipino spots and try different foods. So the subject of today's video is partially what Janice had brought over for me to try. Additionally, I went to the Asian grocer and I picked up additional items that seemed pretty common, liked in the Philippines. I texted my friend Janice just to make sure that I'm getting the right stuff and the perfect things to try. So, without further ado, let's begin. So, the first snack that we are going to try today are the Cebu mangoes. I figured I would start these as they seem like a perfect little palate cleanser to get us ready for the other treats. So let me open up these. Ooh. They definitely smell sweet. Like mangoes, clearly. Anyways, let me take one out. And they are dried mangoes, of course. So one of the things, before I try this, one of the things that I looked into with the mangoes in Cebu is that they are a delicacy and they are, if anything, one of the top produced mangoes in the country of the Philippines. Everybody, when discussing mangoes, the first thing you think about over there are the Cebu mangoes. Now, others describe this taste as sweet but also sour. So, without further ado, let's try this and let's get a hands-on reaction. Mind you, all these snacks that I'm gonna be trying today, I have never tried, so this is gonna be initial reaction. So, here we go. Well, hold on a minute. That is, first of all, those are really good. Secondly, They kind of have that candy taste to me. Like they kind of remind me of like a Sour Patch without the Sour Patch, like of the sour topping on it. I can see where people get the sweetness and the little hit of tartness and sourness on these, but overall, these are really good. I would give these like a 9.5 out of 10. Next snack on the list are the Creamy Bites Cheese Bar by Big Bertha. And I'm going to be the first to say, I'm not really a cheese person, so this can either be a hit or miss here. If it's anything similar to like it feels like an inflated Cheez-It, so that's the case. I love Cheez-Its, so let's give it a go and try it. If I can open up this packaging. So this is what it looks like. It reminds me of like a cake, smells like a pound cake, and it has the texture of it. So this is really mind-blowing to me because I never would have thought. So let's give this a shot. Okay. Was not expecting this flavor. So based on the packaging, I would have thought it would be like one of those, either like a Cheez-It or like one of those little keto cheese snack things that are made with the melted Parmesan or cheddar or whatever. But upon opening it, it reminded me of a pound cake. The smell, the texture, and upon eating it, it was actually really good. If anything, it tastes like a buttery pound cake. So I would give this probably an 8 out of 10. It was good. So the next item on the list is the Magic Melt O-Top biscuits. Now, these biscuits kind of have a backstory with them. They are oval shaped, and typically they are composed of flour, shortening, coconut, and sugar. Now, what's so special about these cookies, right? Upon researching this is commonly gifted as a, excuse my pronunciation, pasalubong, or a souvenir. So typically when somebody from the Philippines is going to visit their family or friends, or if a tourist or traveler is picking up stuff from the Philippines, they normally pick this up as a souvenir, and it is a delicacy for people of the Philippines to try, and including other people who don't live in the Philippines like myself. It's a great little stocking stuffer gift. Okay, so it looks like they come individually wrapped in what looks like kind of like wax paper. So I don't really smell anything. They are really flaky though, so I'm just gonna carefully. They are really flaky, so this is gonna be a mess. Okay. So like any other type of pastry that has heavy butter in it, or like an oil based, right? Like a croissant. It develops like a flaky texture. So upon eating this, one, I notice the flakiness. Secondly, there is a kind of buttery taste to these, as well as you get the hint of coconut in here. Overall, these are actually really good and really nice for people to get for others. But I would give these a 7.5 out of 10. So the next thing on the list are the tempura flavored snacks by Regent. So upon opening these, oh yeah, So once I open these, I smell them in the bag. It definitely smells like shrimp. They look like one of those prawn chips that you get in Chinese food in the UK as kind of like the side. But yeah, they kind of have that light, fluffy look to them. And I'm gonna try it two ways. I'm gonna try it as is. Also, after this, I'm going to use vinegar. So let's give these a shot. So they're really good. They are crunchy. You get that shrimp flavor. And overall, I would just munch on these all day. So let's go ahead and try it with the vinegar. So the only vinegar that I have in my house is balsamic, but I guess it still has the same message. It has that tanginess and tartness that vinegars will have. So I'm going to take the snack, dip it. We'll give it a shot. Wait, hold on. Okay. If I didn't already say that I was going to down a bag of these in one day, I think this would go to like not even a quarter of a day with how addicting dipping it in with vinegar is. It's actually it's really good, guys. The next item on the list are Boy Bawang snack mix. Upon looking at these, they kind of remind me of a Chex Mix blend. So for those who don't know what Chex Mix is, it's kind of like multiple different, first of all, they have multiple flavors, and in these bags, they have kind of like the Chex, they have pretzels, they have those little shortbread crisps, and other items in there. Depending on the flavor, they'll change up the little like limited items per flavor. So upon opening these, I don't smell garlic, I smell peanuts. So without further ado, let's go ahead and try these out. Let's see how they are. Upon eating them, you get that garlic taste, as well as I managed to get a peanut and other crackers and crisps in this bag. So it was a great balance. The garlic doesn't seem to overpower the other items in the bag, as well as the peanuts add like a nice little nuttiness and sweetness in there. You know what? I would give these a 9 out of 10. Next on our list are the Choco Crunchies. So these are individual wrapped biscuits in aluminum foil, and they are just any other cookie or snack or dessert that are eaten. So without further ado, let's go open them up. Just to show, these are individually wrapped. So these are covered in full chocolate. I thought it was going to be chocolate on top and then, you know, biscuit shown at the bottom of it, but here is the inside of them. Let's go ahead and give them a whirl. Ooh. Okay. I was expecting just straight up biscuit and chocolate, but maybe it's just me and my taste buds are off, but I taste a little bit of lemon in here as well upon eating them. So that was actually a really nice balance between the chocolate, the biscuit, the little citrusy flavor that you get in there. These are really good, actually. So I would probably give these, I would give them 8.5 out of 10. The next tasting is going to be a 2-in-1. Made by the same company, we have the curly tops and we have the flat tops. Now, upon looking these up, there was kind of like a little controversy a few years ago where people were saying that they think that the Curly Tops were being wrapped in the flat top wrappers. Both of these candies have different formulations to have a different taste in either ones. We're gonna go ahead and try the flat tops first, and I will compare it to the Curly Tops. So it looks like it is wrapped in a little foil thing. It kind of reminds me of like a boiled sweet. But let's go ahead and open it. And it kind of reminds me of like a Rolo. It kind of looks like a Rolo to me. Let's go ahead and take a bite. So the middle, completely, it's just milk chocolate. Not too sweet. I'm normally I like darker chocolate. I don't like too much of sweet stuff. And this is just right. It's one of those things that if you have a sweet tooth and you need something to get the edge off, I would eat one of these and subside that. So these are the flat tops. Let's go ahead and try the curly tops. The curly tops come in like a fancier wrapping here. And on the label, it says rich chocolate, whereas the flat tops just said milk chocolate. I don't know if there's gonna have any difference. A part of me is like, is it kind of like a mousse texture? Is it kind of like a more melt in your mouth feel? So the difference is that the name speaks for itself. The flat tops had a flat top, and these, they have like a little mound on top, like a curl. So let's go ahead and try these. In this one, in the curly tops, I get more milkiness to them. I taste more cream compared to the flat tops. I think the concentration between the milk versus chocolate has a huge factor in these. And out of the two, I would say I probably like the flat tops better, only because I don't like too much flavor taking away from the chocolate, and I taste the milk and the creaminess, and it's a little too much for me. So I would probably go with the flat tops. But between the two, I would give the flat tops probably an 8.5 and the curly tops a 7.5. So the next thing on the list are choc nuts. This chocolate is iconic in the Philippines. They are comparably like Hershey's chocolate in the US or Cadbury's in the UK. This is their go-to candy bar, and I've heard nothing but raves and great things about this. It is a peanut milk chocolate, so you're gonna get both the chocolate and the peanuts. So let's go ahead and open up the chocolate and see how it goes. How does one go about opening this? Immediately upon opening the bag and smelling the individually wrapped piece of chocolate, I get a smell of peanuts. Okay, this is something I have never seen before. So it looks like it is layered with chocolate and a peanut butter. So let's give this a shot. Was not expecting that. What I was expecting in these was a wafer or something in between to give it a little more hold. But upon biting it, it just came right off and it just melted in your mouth, and you get the perfect balance between the chocolate and the peanut butter. Wow, I can see why this is acclaimed as the top tier. This is it, and everybody in the Philippines loves this. This is actually really good. I don't know, I'm gonna give this probably 9.5, on the verge of 10. These are perfect balance of saltiness and sweetness, and this is amazing. This is actually really good. So as you guys can see, we kind of have a change of scenery here. We went from the bedroom to the kitchen. The final two items are more hands-on. You have to make them fresh to table. So here is a how-to on our first item. The first item that we're going to put together are the pancit canton noodles. This is a staple. I am going to be making this the sweet and spicy flavored, and I currently have water boiling on the stove, and let's go through with a little how-to on how to make this. So the first thing that you're going to do is open up your packet and separate the noodles and the different side sauces. Then you're gonna put the noodles into a boiling pot of water, like that. And don't forget all the additional crunchy bits that are gonna go in there. Now we're gonna leave this boiling for about 3 minutes. All right, so after that bit of disaster trying to get the soy sauce out, you're gonna take the soy sauce, the oil, which is now covered by the seasoning mix, and you're going to mix to blend them to form a paste. I'll show you what it looks like upon completion. So upon mixing those 3 ingredients, this is the final product that we get. And it looks like our noodles are just about ready to be drained. Okay, we are turning off the heat, and now we are going to drain this in the sink. Final step, you pour the noodles on top, and you give them a mix. I'll show you the final product once it's done. All right, guys, so after mixing this is the final product. Simple noodles. So I see in here, I see little chili flakes to get that spiciness going. The soy sauce tinted the noodles a little bit, make them a little bit browner and darker. But these just look like a simple noodle packet. They're not, compared to the other countries like Korea with ramyun and Japan with their ramen, this isn't a soupy type. This is more or less a drier noodle with different sauces and seasoning packets in it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and give this a try. You know what? I 100%, I would totally get this again. This is actually really good. You get the so in the oil, upon opening it, I smelled a huge garlic presence in there. So there was a garlic oil. You get the saltiness from the soy sauce, and you get a little bit of heat from the flavoring packet with the chili flakes, and I do get a hint of sweetness in here as well. I would give this a 9.5 out of 10. I would totally have this again. So our final product for today is the champorado, the chocolate porridge. Now, typically this is served as a breakfast item with a fish or eggs, or it's served alongside your breakfast. This is more a sweeter one, so this could be served as a dessert. But I'm going to show you how to prepare this. Where you see that fill line, you're gonna pour the water up until the fill line, and you stop right there. Once the water's in, you just want to make sure that you are stirring this well. Make sure that you get the contents of the ingredients as well as the water in there. You stir it, and then for 5 minutes you leave this covered.
Hey guys, just a little sidebar here. So I thought that I had got the footage of me trying the champorado, and upon looking at my camera roll, either I didn't record it or it got accidentally deleted. But the most important part here is that I really enjoyed it, and I would probably rate it a 9.5 out of 10. I'm sorry, but it was really good. So I guess that's the most important part, right? On to the remainder of the video.
All right, guys, that's the end of my Filipino snack haul. So I would probably have to say my favorite thing on my list would probably be the champorado. Just that balance between the chocolate and the porridge takes me back to a child with the Cocoa Krispies cereal milk, as I previously mentioned. But with that being said, you guys, please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get a weekly flow, probably on Wednesdays, and more ideas, more videos, stuff is going to come out. Please share with your family, friends, get the word out there. I have so much in store, especially for the new year. All right, guys, thank you. Take care. and talk to you soon.